Okay, friends, this is everything I can teach you about the second half of Unit 10 in 15 minutes or less. We ready to go? Okay, so um, ellipses. We're going to choose to look at them in the way that they are in your conics app in your graphing calculator. So x minus h is what that said, squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. Now notice, this means it has shifted it right h and up k. Remember, when things are in parentheses, the graph shifts. So that means the center is h comma k. All right? Now be careful when h is negative, then that's going to turn into a plus right there. If h was negative, it would be x plus h. Okay? All right, now, if you want to know the distance from the center to the foci, that is c. Okay, so c is the distance from the center of our ellipse to what's called the foci. And if you want to learn more about the foci, you're going to need to watch the longer video that's already posted. So c squared is a squared minus b squared. As we move forward with the rest of this, just remember that c, to find c, you do the opposite sign of the equation. So if the equation says plus, then we're going to use minus to find c, okay? So I'd like to look at number 9. Well, actually, let's go ahead and look at number 2, okay? It gives us, it says it's centered at the origin, and it gives us the vertex and the covertex, okay? So if we were going to sketch a quick graph, if the vertex is 6 comma 0, then there's another vertice at negative 6 comma 0. Okay? And then we have a covertex at 0, negative 5. So where do you think the other covertex is? That's right. So what does this mean? Well, as you can see, this thing kind of looks like a circle, but it's longer in one direction than it is in the other. That's what the A and B are referring to. So here, this 6, that's our A, and this 5, that's our B. Okay? Can you move somewhere else, please? So now we got it. It's x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared. Okay, the A is 6, so this is 36, and the B is 25, and that's our equation. Okay? So now that should make number 9 much quicker. Look, A is 6, right? And B is 9. So if I wanted to sketch this thing, it would look like that. Because okay, good question. So now how does this thing help us get the points? All right, look. This must be 6 comma 0. Do you see where that 6 came from? And then what's this one? Okay, so then what's this one? Yeah, 0, 9, and 0, negative 9. Now, to learn where the foci are, remember, that's a plus, right? So I'm going to do 81, which is b squared, minus 36 equals c squared. Okay, what's 81 minus 36? So c is radical 45, okay? I can tell you that's 3 radical 5, but don't worry about that. So to find c, I take the square root of both sides. Do you agree? So that's my c value. So this is 0 comma radical 45, and this is 0 comma negative radical 45. And you're not going to be able to read that, but that's the best I can do right now. Okay? All right, now look, let's do one more thing on ellipses. This might be everything I can teach you about ellipses in 10 minutes. I wonder if you can find out how long I've been recording. So if you notice, in number 12, they don't equal 1, right? So watch what we're going to do. Divide each side by 1600. Now in your calculator, I want you to hit alpha, y equals, and then enter, okay? Now let's just get 16 over 1600. And if you do it like this, guess what it'll do? It'll simplify the fraction for you. Nice. So this is x squared over 100 plus, now we got to do 25 over 1600. So let me show you the fastest way to do this. Ready? Highlight this, and then go up to your top, and then just change it to a 25. Okay? Hit enter. 1 over 64. I like these numbers. All right, now it looks the way we want it to look. Okay? Now, we're going to do this one a different way. So now I want you to, I don't have this Conics app on this, they don't have it on this virtual one, but you have it on yours. So I want you to hit apps, Conics, ellipse. Now you want to pick the one that is sideways, because look, see how the 100's bigger? Well, that means we're going to have tens this way and eights up. So this one's going to be going in this direction. You know what I mean? So you got to pick that one. All right, now H is 0, K is 0, A is 10, B is 8. Okay? Because I got that from the square root of 64. And now, first you can hit enter or hit graph, and it'll graph it. Okay? Now, hit y equals, that's escape. Now, if you hit alpha and then the enter sign, you're hitting the solve button. Look, now it gives you the center and the foci. Okay, so there's no way for me to show you that, but I hope you guys followed those directions. And that is officially the most I can teach you about ellipses in 10 minutes.